Hello, welcome to my website. I am Lawana Kelly. I am an author. I am a life coach. I am a motivational speaker that's motivating and helping women all around the world heal from their pain and change their pain into purpose. Please explore my website and check out my book, Damaged Crown Still Shine, and my workbook, Fix Your Crown. Please join my emailing list as well. And always know that a damaged crown still shines, and there's always room to fix your crown. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I am author Lawana Kelly. I am the author of Damaged Crown Still Shine and Fix Your Crown. And here today I have a guest, Tangi Yvette, and we both will be talking about ways to empower women and fixing their crown so they can embrace their inner queen, their inner self, and get to know yourself again. Would you like to say something, Tangi?
Oh, goodness. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is a joy just being here with my sis Lawana as we begin to talk and share with you ways that you can actually benefit and, fix your crown. As you see, we actually have our crowns on today. There are steps, and we're going to get into that on how you can actually fix those damaged crowns that you're actually wearing. We'll be talking about health, talking about being your own advocate in many ways, more than one, and getting into the root of the problem type of thing. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. So how we can start off today is talking about first our health, on how to be an advocate for ourselves. Tangi and I, we're having trouble streaming to your destination. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to see something. We can remove that piece. I'm sorry. Something going on. Okay, there we go. Save changes. Okay, so we're still live. Okay. Tangi and I experienced some type of health issues. And is it okay if I share?
Yes.
It's MS, multiple sclerosis. And what we're doing is being an advocate for ourselves and encouraging other women to take care of themselves, take care of their bodies, and just don't take everything a doctor has to say. Don't take it laying down. What you do is be your biggest advocate and talk to them, because you know your body. The only one person know your body is you, not them. You know your body. You know yourself. Make sure, because they work for you. You do not work for them. So we got to be able to speak up to these doctors. I spoke with doctors that was upset because I knew my body and I was my advocate, and I literally made them listen to me. And it's not that you talk, I'm here in your office, but you're going to listen to me and hear what I got to say. At the end, it was still their diagnosis. So I asked them for myself was, well, what could I do to fix this? And they knew I was advocating for myself, and they knew I was advocating about they knew I was advocating for myself and knew that they had to answer my question. I said, what could I do naturally? Because I don't want your medication. I do not want to take your medication. What could I do? So the doctor says to me, well, it's hard for you, anybody, to do a lifestyle change, the way they eat, right? And the way they move. They say that we don't like to exercise. We don't like to work out. We don't like to eat right. We don't like to eat healthy. We want what we want and eat what we eat. So I said, no, be honest to me. What could I do, Doc? Change the way you're eating. Change your diet. And then you can heal from what you're going through. And then doing my own research on Google, because doctors do not like Google, and they do not like TikTok, or you doing your own research. I had a doctor tell me, well, stop diagnosing yourself. I'm the expert in this and you're not. I said, I know my body. I know exactly what I did and what got me here. So basically juicing and eating eating right, eating the the fruits and vegetables fresh. It's
Mm-hmm.
something we can do. I'm not telling people not to listen to the doctors, but just make sure you advocating for yourself. Know your body, know what you're lacking. I had a vitamin deficiency, my magnesium, my iron, my B12, all that was low.
Mm-hmm.
And so um I had to start making them run tests on me to see was these things low, because I did a body detox, and I lost all I detoxed all the nutrients and vitamins out of my body, and it caused me to go low in them, so they didn't even want to give them back. But I start treating myself. I'm listening to what the doctors got to say. They say you chew up what you want to eat and you spit out the bones, spit out the rest. Don't eat everything somebody feeds you. And you got to do that with your life, because your body and your life is the only one that matters. You want to say something, Tangie?
Yes, I was just agreeing with you. As Lawana was saying, I was medically diagnosed in 2008 with MS. And since then, what I've actually found is it's a struggle to actually find a physician, a neurologist, to actually listen to you. That's one of the skills that I've noticed a lot of these medical professionals actually lack. They don't want to listen, they don't want to hear you. With MS, there's like tons of different societies that you can actually join. And you encourage each other. You talk about the things that you're actually going through, and then you give each other's ideas and pointers on what they're actually doing to make them feel better. um, I agree with her 100%. They don't like for you to Google.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to Google, and they honestly don't want to actually take advice from other physicians as well. Lawana knows, just recently I was actually in the hospital, and I was out of state. I was in Arizona, and I was like trying to get the physician at the hospital to actually contact my neurologist here in North Carolina. He refused. Like, he felt like he didn't need to contact him or what have you. But, I began to ask him, well, typically whenever I have a relapse or what have you, they winged me off of this particular medication, and they provide me with this and this and this. And he was like, I've never heard of anything like that. And, they sent me home.
Mm.
They sent me home. And it was a struggle, coming off of all that medication that they pumped in me. um and Lawana was actually speaking in regards to changing the way we eat, changing our diet. There's a lot of different things. You would have never known that inflammation could be affected by milk, dairy products.
That's it.
There's tons of different things that actually can actually affect you. So I'm just excited about this new walk. I'm just starting it with Lawana. I'm just starting it with her. We were talking about the parasite cleansing. We were talking about the importance of the different vitamins, vitamin D, magnesium, the one a days. And, we don't like to take medication. Let's just be real. We don't. We don't.
That's it.
But if you want to stop having to take all these medications, try changing the way that you eat.
Make your
Um,
lifestyle change. Yes.
yes, yes. I was telling Lawana on the radio, they just reported that out of, what was it, 150 states, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina was number 8 on the list for unhealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it's because of our diet, and they said it's because we don't want to go to the doctors, we don't want to go to the dentist and all that other stuff. So they were actually doing research on this, and they was like, and I was like, they're a little biased because I'm a country girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they make these little judgments on us because we're down south. um so yes, like Lawana was saying, be your own advocate. You have to talk for yourself, because they're not going to talk for you. They're
Yes.
not even really going to listen to you. you
Research.
know
research shows that we will get gaslit. The doctors feel like whatever their diagnosis, it is what it is. You don't have to mute, Tangie. We both in this together. We communicate back and forth. You don't have to mute. Uh, we you you really got to speak up and speak out. We hold so much hurt on the inside and become depressed by it because we don't want to speak up and speak out and be our own advocate. And nobody is going to love you the way you love yourself.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself, getting the right vitamins, um, taking care of you. You got to do self care, self love. You have to make sure you are important. We as women, we will run for our children, we will run for our mates, we will run for our families. But
Mm-hmm.
when our bodies are tired and we just laying down in a hospital, then what? Then what? If you're not loving on you and taking care of you, all you got to do is ask your doctors to do a check all your vitamin levels, and I guarantee you, all your levels gonna be some of your levels gonna be off or ain't right. They do not want you to know about this stuff. They say magnesium is almost like a what is those powerful drugs that people be taking? They say they don't
Yes.
want, yeah, they,
Yes. That's what they said.
magnesium is like a narcotics. That's the word I want. Magnesium in your body, low magnesium and iron can put you in intensive care, put you in the hospital, make you unable to walk, make you unable to talk, make you unable to take care of you. Vitamin levels, ladies, if y'all have aches and pains in your legs, joint, back, have the doctors to check all your vitamin levels. Because when I laid in the hospital for 9 days, they check everything but my iron. Just 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I found out my iron level was at a 7. Could have put me in the hospital. Why? Because it's a money maker for them.
Mm-hmm.
The pharmaceutical is making so much money. And I'm not down to doctors because some people got some great doctors that's honest with them and take care of them. And
Yes.
I had a doctor tell me, don't diagnose yourself. I'm the one with the degree, and you're not. They even told me my sexual assault trauma from a child is the reason why I was having aches and pains in my body and my legs and things like that. And then now, at the age of 45 years old, they want to tell me. Now, first they said that it was you there? At
Yes, I'm
first
here.
I don't know what happened. It flashed out and came back. Um, with a lot of people, oh God, I'm sorry. When you flashed out, I lost my thought. But we just got to be the advocates for ourselves because these doctors will just tell us anything. Take
Mm-hmm.
care of yourself. See what vitamin deficiency can how to hospitalize you. It can hurt you. It can have a lasting effect. They say after the age of 35,
Mm-hmm.
women of color should take vitamins and take care of themselves. See, if
Mm-hmm.
I would have known this stuff in my 20s about vitamins, vitamin D, B12, magnesium, and iron, all these are important. I didn't know about all this stuff. But
Yes.
now that I'm doing my Google and my research, number one is levels are low. Number two is obesity.
Mm-hmm.
I need to lose some weight. Even though I'm 5'4", they said I shouldn't be wearing 190 pounds. So they told me a long time ago to drop the weight because see the way your body frames are built, they're not built for the excess weight when you know you used to be smaller
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. See, I didn't gain this weight until this that happy weight once I got married. And my body
Yes.
just said, bzz. I said, Lord, I want to keep the happy, but I don't want the weight. Lord, I want to keep the happiness, but I do
But
not
I don't want that
wait.
weight.
So We have to really just take care of ourselves and be the biggest advocate. We talk about fix your crown.
Mm-hmm.
Fixing your crown is your health. Your health is wealth. We cannot ask the Lord for no millions of dollars. We can't even take care of our health and take care of what we got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of work we got to do within ourselves. We got to diet. We can't eat the chitlins and the hard malls like we used to, people. They put stuff in all this stuff. We can't
Mm-hmm.
even eat the chicken. You see the stuff on the beef. We can't eat this stuff. We study eating it, and the study saying this, it got that in it. Do y'all know parasites and inflammation in our bodies is what's causing all these diseases that's coming up? The parasites. Google what parasites do to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Google. I'm about to get real. Tangent, I'm about to get real.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Parasites is when it come out in your stool and you see the little worms in it. I'm being honest. Our bodies have worms and have parasites that
Mm-hmm.
cause, and what it does is eat our food on the inside of us. It eats
Mm-hmm.
what's in us, so we're not getting no food or nothing because we got a heavy metal. Y'all Google heavy metal in the body. I'm telling y'all sis right here, Ted, you don't be coming to you with some stuff.
She be
I
coming with me some stuff.
Let me
You
tell
know,
you,
she knows her stuff now. She researches it. You know, she was talking to me about the parasites, and I began to think about my midsection. And ladies, you know how we be concerned about our midsection and we want that flat tummy. You know, we walking around here with a belly full of worms. Let's
belly.
just be honest. We are
Yeah,
walking around here with a belly. They just swimming
Google.
and doing whatever they want to do. And if I'm not mistaken, you said they're behind our kidneys,
They
right?
could sit. That's when you get diagnosed with diseases because the parasites they hide behind our kidneys and
Mm,
our liver as well. So that's why people be doing now. People, y'all can juice and do natural things to get the parasites and the heavy metal out your body. Google and research um, how to get inflammation out the body, and how I know it worked. People, is because when I went back to the doctor for another MRI, they said that something had decreased and become smaller in my spine that was getting big. All the inflammation and the swelling, it stretched something. Y'all do the Google research, honey, because that's all I'm doing. And then TikTok and YouTube is your biggest teacher. Certain diseases we can, on TikTok, no, YouTube, a lady healed herself from lupus, and another lady healed herself from MS by changing their lifestyles, eating healthy. The lady
yes.
said she went from a wheelchair, no, from a bed
Bed
to a wheelchair, to the wheelchair to riding her bike 2 or 3 miles with her children.
with the children.
And Tangie, you sent me a video when the nurse said low magnesium hospitalized her. She was in intensive care.
Hmm.
What? So, and we just started taking vitamins, people. And the vitamins don't cost that much. 8.99.
No.
Just don't get the pack of cigarettes and just value some magnesium and vitamin D.
Okay. Okay. Put that Snickers back.
Put the Snickers back. Put the
Put the
Snickers.
Snickers back. Put
And
that Snickers back.
that is my hardest thing to deal with is when I go in the store and I'm used to grabbing me a candy bar,
Hmm.
grabbing me a big pack of now laters, grabbing me some chips. So I go in the store now with Chose and my husband. And I'm like, all this is before me, and I can't have none of it. None of it. So it's all about taking care of yourself, self-love, self-care, and even
Yes.
give your children vitamins. And if they say they have headaches, take them to the doctor and check their vitamin levels, because the vitamin levels can give you headaches. Low
Hmm.
vitamin deficiencies could give you headaches, back pain, neck, body pain. And the doctor's not going to tell us, because guess what? Each prescription that they write is either $500 to $1,000.
Mhm.
I love doctors, don't get me wrong, because I know it's some doctors on social media and they're gonna
Mhm.
tell me to shut my face, but I gotta be an advocate for me and people that I love. I want them to be
Yes.
an advocate for themselves. The
Yes.
doctors work for you. You do not work for the doctors.
And it's a business.
It's a
So
bit.
they don't want us to know these things, because if we know these things, then there's no reason for us to have to go to them, you
Hmm.
know. Not just kicking them out, because there are some things that we would actually need them for.
Hmm.
What's so awesome now is if you go to the doctor's office and they run tests on you, or if you go to the hospital and they run tests and blood work on you, they have portals,
Hmm.
and you can actually check yourself and see where your levels are: magnesium, your iron, B12, all of those different things. You can actually check that and see. And if you see a discrepancy in that, bring it up. Don't be afraid to say something, because they won't even say anything to you. There's plenty of times that I've actually seen like different things, and I would actually send messages to my sister. And I'd be like, listen, because she's an RN, and I'm like, it says that this is low or what have you, and the doctor didn't say anything about it. I know that we don't like to take medications. And just a disclaimer, we're not telling you to do these things. If you have any type of medical condition, contact your pharmacist about this before you actually engage in these different things that we're actually talking about. But I have an aunt, and people used to make jokes like she takes every vitamin there is. But my aunt Seal, I never seen her be sick.
Mm-mm.
I've never heard of her being sick before.
Hmm.
But she takes her vitamins. She, she
Yeah.
does that. She does that. And I was telling Luana that, I was like, well, we got to get to the root of it first.
Gotta get to the root of it.
You know, we were brought up, and we love our family, we love our parents, but we were brought up on eating rice. We had rice with every meal, just about rice. We got macaroni and cheese, we got spaghetti, you know we got cornbread, we got fried chicken, fried pork chops. We ate good, you know um and these types of things, now we're like transitioning, and oh, this is not so good for us. And my parents be like, well, you used to eat it, but now all of a sudden, y'all don't eat this, you don't eat that, you don't eat this, you don't eat that. And it's like, but it's not good for us.
It's
People say that if it ain't brown, it ain't right. That's a saying that the people with diabetes tend to actually say. So they say that, and they eat their brown rice and their wheat bread and whatnot. But it's hard, it's challenging. And like when Lawanda brought this to me, I was like, girl, it's expensive to eat healthy.
it is expensive to eat healthy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm already stretching $1 as it is. I was like, you talking about eating healthy? I was like, girl, listen, you know, but if you think about it in the long run, you'll be saving money, because you're not going to have to go to the doctor as much, you
I
know.
told my husband this too. I said that we need to look at the show called What the Health. Have you ever looked at that?
I heard about it.
Baby, my daughter looked at What the Health, came out
Mm-hmm.
her room or wherever she was at and looked at it. She said,
Mm-hmm.
Mama, I'm not eating meat no more. I'm not eating this no more, and I ain't eating that no more. Joseph was showing me stuff, how they took the meat and went through a machine, looked like some chicken legs, right? And how
Mm-hmm.
they grind up the bones and took it through a machine, and it came out looking like hamburger. And I'm like, what the world?
Mm. My goodness.
And so, but with this is stuff that we're continue to put in our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff that we still eating on, and this is stuff that we're doing, and it's not helping It's not helping us. It's not helping us. And this is one way, people, that we talk about fixing your crown. Today, we're going to talk about fix your crown again Thursday, no, Friday, I think. And we'll
Mm-hmm.
go to another subject. But today, health is very important.
Yes, health is definitely
Health,
important.
because without you, there's no them.
Mm-mm.
Without you, there's no this, there's no that, there's no this, because you can't have it.
Mm-hmm.
You never seen a U-Haul following a hearse with everything you got in it. It don't work that way.
Mm-mm.
I want to live for my children and my husband, my children, whatever order it need to be in. But I want to live for them. And I want to live to help people and continue. Now, Tangie, when they told me, Lawana, you got to get ready to write your health book now. And I was like, I ain't writing no health book, y'all. But my husband said it may be necessary to share my health testimony and what God brought me to and what He gonna bring me through is gonna help some women.
Yes.
It's gonna help some
Yes.
women. Cause see, one thing about it, when you become an open book, your life story lives on long after you gone.
Yes. Yes.
But while we here, we got a purpose. We
Mm-hmm.
got a purpose, and God is not done with us yet. He ain't
No,
done
it's
with us
not.
yet. He want us to. I just believe God has me doing so much and want me to do so much. And I feel like this situation, I know He's going to bring me through it. And I know I'm
Amen.
going to heal from it in Jesus' name. By His
Amen.
stripes, I am healed.
Yes.
And so I am going to be an advocate for other people. Right now, with sexual assault, I have a sexual assault women empowerment event that's going on April 13th of next year. This
Woohoo!
Eventbrite, people. And what I want to do, I have some phenomenal women that's gonna be in the house. Do y'all hear me? And I
Yes.
bring those names at a later date. I shared a flyer with a few of the women on there, and I will be a keynote speaker. Okay,
Yes.
this will be my first time, guys, hitting the stage. Y'all hitting the stage. Oh my God! But you know what? The Lord showed me this a long time ago. And Tangie, I when I think of me, I think about Moses in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Moses, God told Moses to go out and speak to the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moses didn't want to. So something kept happening until Moses had to come back. And he told the Lord that I don't know what to say to the people. He said, I said, go speak to the people and I'm going to give you what to say. He told Moses, I'm going to give you what to say. So
Mm-hmm.
I, Lawana, he going to give me what to say.
And
God is
he
going
is.
to give me what to say. He's going to give me what to speak to
Yeah.
help people. He's gonna at my event, Tangie, guess what?
What?
Prepare, because it's gonna be an annual event. We're gonna do this every year. We're gonna do this thing every year. Every
Yes.
year. Because I feel like I had someone speak to me. She said, have you had spoke yet? Have you went to any churches, anything to speak? I said no. She said, well, create your own room.
Mm-hmm.
And speak in your own room. And see, many of y'all don't know, Tyler Perry had to go through this too, right? He went to
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood and they like what Hollywood was talking at their table. So God told Tyler Perry to go to his own table and fix his own and sit at his table and let people come feast at his
Mm-hmm.
table. So guess what? I'm going to create my table. I am about to set my table. I'm about to set the tone. And I have some phenomenal women that have my back, Tangie. And this is one of them, guys, right here. This lady right here. She is one of the reasons. I'm one of the reasons why I'm going live because she told me she riding with me. She said, sis, get your crown out and let's do this. Let's do this. Because sometimes you feel like you can't do it alone. Sometimes you need to feed off other people. She said, I'm here just for support. That's all my sister told me. I'm here for just support. And I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, what? You said you was gone. And I just know that I'm gonna have to go out and do some things, and I ain't gonna always have everybody holding my hand always.
No.
But I thank God for you, Tangie, holding my hand
Yes.
with
Yes.
this. And as many as times we could do this, we could do this because I
Yes.
want you to get your word out. I want you to share your story. And any chance you
Yes.
get, the Bible says we overcome by our testimonies.
Amen. That's the
So
word.
you keep giving your testimony. You keep
Hmm.
telling your story. Your story. Because everybody has a story, because your story is not my story. My story is not your story. But we keep telling it.
Hmm.
Somebody gonna listen. It
Yes.
might be one person, it might be 10, it might be 20.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
time I show people this book here and talk about damaged crown still shine. And I had a lady yesterday read the back of it.
Hmm.
She say, your story is so phenomenal and so powerful.
Yes, it is.
She didn't have the money to purchase the book. So I took the books out of her hand and went to put them in my bag. And I
Hmm.
got convicted by God. I pulled them back out and I did like this. And I said, the Lord told me to bless you with these.
That's what it's about. Yes.
I can't give all my books away.
No, no,
I
we ain't
can't
doing
give them
that.
all away. But when
No, we
God
ain't doing
says
that.
move, I move. Because
Hmm.
I just don't know who I just blessed. And I don't know
Right.
why I just blessed that person.
Hmm.
But and you're supposed to give some books away for people could share the story and things
Hmm.
like that, Tangie. And the thing about it is that people look at your prices. Even this box right here. This box is so pretty. Look, Damaged Crown Still Shine box.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I forgot to put my
Watch
website
this,
here.
guys. Look at
Yeah, look
that.
at this. This ain't that
Yes.
pretty? Ain't that pretty with two books in it
Yes.
and some pretty stuff in it? And then we got a cute little bookmark. Damaged Crown Still Shine from one book, and you flip it over and it's picture crown. Tangie, did you get one of these?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, because if not, I
Yes.
was mailing it to you. And so the Lord just work in mysterious ways. He worked in
Yes.
mysterious ways. Um, I'm about helping people. I'm about fixing crowns. I'm about letting women know, like you said, you got a stone missing on your crown. I guess so. My crown is
Mhm.
damaged, people. And so
Yes,
this
mine
book,
is too.
we talk about the damaged crown still shine.
Hmm.
And today's topic is fix your crown. And what
Fix
I'm
your
doing
crown.
is helping women to confront their past, heal their pain, reflect on life challenges, and reclaim their power. Women, we
Hmm.
know we got some power. And Tangie, we're going to have some other shows going on too, because you got a lot of testimonies that
Yes.
you got to share.
Yes.
And there's some things with people dealing with people from other places
Hmm.
that you God has sent you through that for you to help other women, other people.
Yes,
Because these
definitely.
people just don't know. They come. I'll let you tell the story, but because I never been through it, so I know you've been through it, and I want you to
Yes.
do it and tell the people to be honest, because a lot of people don't know this is what these people is coming here for. But we go. That's gonna be another show. We go.
That's going to be another show, guys. And
Yeah,
it's coming.
yeah.
It's coming. You know, me and LaWanda are wearing these crowns. And she mentioned that her crown was damaged. My crown is damaged. Is missing a stone. Hers is missing a few stones.
She said a
But the
few
thing
stuff.
is, these are this is just the visual. This is the physical crown that you guys are looking at. But you don't know that crown that we're wearing within, and all the disappointments, um all the setbacks, and all the different things that we've actually been through. You
Mm,
know, this thing that we're battling with, our health, that's just one thing.
that's
You
one.
know, that's just one thing. It's necessary, you know, but then there's what we actually been through prior to that, through our childhood. You know, LaWanda mentioned to you guys what she actually been through as far as sexual assault goes. You know, then there's me. I went through, you know, in school bullying. You know, I went through you know, just hurts, relationships, a marriage. And I know some of you out there just watching, and you got something to say, but let's talk about it.
Let's
Because we're going to be honest. We're going to be honest.
an
No
open book.
longer are we going to hide. We're here to heal, and
Mhm.
we're here to fix our crowns. And, a lot of times we like, "Oh, I'm not going to say that because that's an embarrassment to my family or this, that, and the other." But it's about me,
You
and
went
it's about
through it.
me healing.
You went through it, so why are you an embarrassment?
Right, right. You
I was
know,
with this tangent too. Is that why are you trying to save people that didn't even save you? Why are you protecting people that didn't even protect you? Somebody asked me that. Well, my not my publisher, my editor asked that question. Why are you protecting people that did not protect you? Why are you saving? I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. In some cases, you got
mm-hmm.
to speak up and share your truth. It's your truth. It's not nobody else but yours. And what
Yes.
you've been through is not for you, it's for someone else. I went through the sexual assault the way I did as a kid, and here I am today, healed from it and able to be an open book, people, an open book, and talk about my story, talk about Lawana Kelly, Lawana Tyler. This person was Lawana Tyler that was
Mm-hmm.
hurt in this book. But Lawana Kelly, I got to tell women, you can find true love after trauma. You
Yes,
can
you
find
can.
true love after failed relationships. Tell them, Tangie,
You
it's not
can.
over.
You can. Even though I'm waiting patiently on God, I believe I can still find, you know.
No, but see, that's the problem. You're not supposed to be finding. He gonna find you.
Well, that's true.
He gonna
I'm
find
just waiting, but you
you.
get what
Wait,
I'm. Yeah, I'm just waiting patiently. I'm not rushing,
yeah,
because sometimes when we put our hands in stuff, we mess things all up.
that's it
We
all.
we get we get those trolls. We get those trolls, and there's a lot of those. There's a lot of them.
Let me tell you,
There's a lot
my
of.
when Chosen and I met, like I said, this is a different story. But when Chosen and I met, I was going through failed relationships. I was damaged by men
Mm-hmm.
and dating. And when I met Chosen, it's like I just thought I was another notch on his belt, but that's a whole nother story. We're gonna talk about that. But you buy the book and read it, honey.
Y'all need to get the book. Okay, just get the book. Just get the book. I promise you, I've read my book now, I believe, 3 times. 3 times. And I find myself doing it, reading it while I'm in public, because I want someone to ask me about the book.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can actually start talking to them and telling them. I don't tell all, I just give them a little bit of the book. But
Yeah.
when I tell you how I felt when I first read her book,
Mm.
I had some anger. We know the word of God tells us to be angry, but sin not.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you guys, Tangi just wanted to reach out and touch some people when I began to read it.
Yeah.
And it was because this is my sister, and I am my sister's keeper.
Mm.
But I understand now that what she went through was necessary.
It was necessary.
It was necessary. And no, we're not doing Fantasia. We are doing Fantasia. We doing Fantasia.
Fantasia, Mary J,
Fantasia
all
sang
of
that
it.
song,
Yeah.
but I read that and I was like, oh my goodness. And like I said, I got a little angry, because I was like, how could they? How could they? And then I began to read, and I started to see, how she began to talk about life after the assault, and how God began to open up doors for her, and how God blessed her. And now she's at that place where she's at now. You know, um, she's happy with the weight. Well, she want to get rid of the weight, but she wants to stay happy. And so, you know, it made me be hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
It made me say, you know what, this happened for her. It can happen for me, you know. Um, and I just read it over and over and over again. And the good thing about it is, guys, you might say, well, that's not for me. but it might be for someone that you know. Um, you know, this book, you can get it for a young lady that's actually going through something. You never ever know. You can buy the books and just drop it off to like the different agencies they have for sexual assault, because there's plenty. You can drop some books off over there. You could purchase the books, just drop them off over there, and I guarantee you they'll put it in the right hands to someone that actually needs it. And we were talking about support, and sometimes I told her, I said I get discouraged
Mm-hmm.
a little, because it's like, you don't have the support that you feel like you should have. People aren't there for you or what have you. And then it's like it came to my mind. It was like, everybody isn't for you.
It's not.
You know,
Not for you.
they're not for you. And people say, the different social media communities. Lawanda loves her Facebook community,
I do.
and Tangi is a TikToker, and Tangi loves her TikTok or whatever. And I'm grateful for those platforms, because if it was not for those platforms, I wouldn't have met Lawana.
Oh.
I wouldn't have met Lawana. I wouldn't have met Miss Penny. I wouldn't have met Chosen. I wouldn't have met Seattle. And it's like we all became a family.
Mm-hmm.
We all became a family, and we ride for each other.
We
You know
ride.
what I'm saying? It's like, the young people use this terms like, well, they say another word, but pretty much they're saying I mess with you, I rock with you, and we rock together. You hear what I'm
Right
saying? And
together. Yeah.
look, I'm my sister's keeper, she's my keeper,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not going to come to us and say anything about the other because we don't play
We
that.
don't play that. No.
And so we support each other. She goes live, I'm going to come. He goes live, I'm going to come. It doesn't matter. We're going to be there for each other.
Yeah.
And she mentioned about like the prices, and people say, oh, it's too much and this, that, and the other. Guys, she had to write the book. She had to pay the cost to write the book. You know what I'm saying? So it costs money.
Yes.
The
Yes.
production of it costs money. A lot of times everybody ain't out here to do this just for the fame and the fortune.
Mm-hmm.
She has a message that she wants to actually give, and she's really trying to help other people. And it's just, I began to think about it, and I was like, yeah, but if you give them the book, they'll take it.
Yeah. Give it to them. They'll take
Yeah. This one lady, she was like, I sell cake jars and nobody don't want to buy any. I guarantee you, if you give it to them, they'll eat it.
it. You give it to
you
them,
know,
they read it. Yeah.
they'll eat it.
Yeah. And then you
But
got to be the type of person to support people. And we don't do that in our community. We do
mm-mm,
not support one another. We hate on one another. We jealous of one another. We, it's like, I done had people, Tangi, where I supported them and they didn't support back.
mm-hmm,
And people be like, some people like, well, that story game for me, like you said. It's somebody, it's about the support. Some people, I'm saying, I'll be honest. In our community, we don't like to read. A lot of us don't like to read. And look, people, I'm one of them. I don't like to read. But my assistant told me this: it's not right for you not to read other people's stuff, and you want someone to read yours. So
that's
guess
true.
what? Before I published my book, Tangi, I started buying other people's books. My husband say, "Baby, you get more. Where you gonna put all your books at? Where you gonna put your books back? You bad everybody else's. A house full of books, and I
Mm-hmm,
have read a lot of books. And what I do is go on. If they're on Amazon, I go leave a review.
mm-hmm,
Now, it's people that I didn't review their books, and they ain't went back and reviewed my book yet.
mm-hmm,
So it's like, okay, do I wait? for them to review mine first before, I know we don't supposed to be petty like that, but it's just,
Mm-hmm.
this is how our community is. We don't support each other. A lot, somebody that has been sexual assaulted. You'd have seen it on the news. This stuff is not talked about in churches. It's not talked about in schools. It's no safe haven nowhere, Tangi. I
Mm-hmm.
want to provide the safe place. And
Mm-hmm.
I would love to start something to get it in churches. I would love something to get it in schools for kids. These babies could, when they hurting, they can go have a safe place and somebody that's going to tell them what's going on and get it investigated. Now, some kids I done heard that told stories. People that told stories, but this stuff is real and it happens.
Yes.
I had a police officer tell a woman, "Ain't nobody gonna believe you. Ain't nobody gonna believe him." I mean, we say the most cruel things. We got to understand the grooming process with these men around our children.
Mm-hmm.
Women, you got to pay attention to these men. I even talk about in a book where I was date raped. I spent the night at a friend's house and don't even know about a book and read the story. That's all I can tell you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
www.damagecrownstillshine.com. That is my website for the books.
Mm-hmm.
www.damagecrownstillshine.com. The name of, all you gotta do is look at the video, look at the book. Is damagecrownstillshine.com. Put www.damagecrownstillshine.com and you can find the book. But I've been through so much
Mm-hmm.
that I'm an open book to help other women, even with failed relationships, when women don't even know their worth. Do you know women around here walking around because they heart broke? My thing is this: the Bible says this: when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And when he finds that good thing, he finds favor.
Mm.
Women know the favor you carry. I did not know I carried my husband's favor. And to Ashley, I read the whole scripture. Like, oh
Mm.
wait, I get what you need, baby. it's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's like, it's like, Cinderella. Every when they remember seeing Cinderella when the king was trying to put the shoe and the shoe wouldn't fit every woman's feet. Your
Mm-hmm.
favor can't fit every man. Your
Mm-mm.
favor is not meant for every man.
No, it's not.
Your favor is not. You love him, and yeah, he was good in bed, baby, but that favor,
I snatch your mind back.
your favor, you gotta know. Women gotta know their worth. Know the
Yes.
favor they carry. Your goods ain't for every man. And yeah, I went through it. Guess what? I was there. I gave my good to some men, and
And
I
did.
liked them after I gave the goods. But guess
And
what?
did. We're
And
gonna be
guess what?
honest. Let's be
Guess
honest
what?
about it.
They ain't want
And
to be bothered
did.
with, and they ain't want to be bothered with me no more. But guess what? I'm 10 years in the marriage now. Somebody got my favor.
Okay.
Somebody got
Okay.
the favor. But no, ladies, for real, you got to know your worth and know your favor is not for everyone.
Yes.
Everyone is not meant to carry your favor. You carry favor. You give birth to human. You hold power. And I ain't even talking about what's in between your legs, but you hold power, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Know who you are. Self-care, self-love, self-worth. Know, love you first. And Tangie, we got to do another one on women know how to hold it down with or without a man if you ain't married.
Yes.
I dislike to see women that can't pay a light bill, a gas bill, can't pay rent, and look for a man to do it. And then you with this man for 10, 15 years. Lord behold, something happened to him, and you don't know nothing from a can of paint.
Mm.
You don't know the paint from a door key. Come on now, people, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see women learn this stuff and know they worth. Tangie, it's so much stuff that I talk about in this book. And guess what? I was a single mother. I had my first child. I got pregnant at 16. Had my baby at 17. Okay, and I had that baby to keep that man. But guess what? That baby, that pretty baby didn't keep that man. That beautiful baby ain't keep that man.
Mm-mm.
So don't get pregnant by no man and think you gonna keep him. It
Not
don't
gonna
work
happen.
that way.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And what if you don't even take care of the kid? Then what, people?
Mm-mm.
So what you do is when you have a baby by a man, and if he don't be there, it's mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Maybe he will, and maybe he won't.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you because you gave birth to that human. And I
Okay.
don't like to see women abuse the babies because the babies look like the father. Have you ever
Mm.
seen that? Have you ever seen that? And
Mm-hmm.
and, and that's sad to me right there. Because they're not with the daddy and the baby look. My daughter look just like her father. But guess what? I love mine. That's mine.
Mm-hmm.
That came out of me. That's my baby.
Yes.
With or without the father. That's my
Mm-hmm.
baby.
Yes.
And so many women need to know, raise your kids at all costs. Take care of your babies no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
with or without. Learn how to do things. My dad told me this, and this is in dating. Number one, never ever live with a man. My daddy told me this. He said, two, when you have a house, don't let a man put a bill in his name nor put no furniture in there. Because when that man up and leave, he can't take the house, he can't take the lights, he can't take the gas, he can't take the water, he can't take the cell phone, he can't take the
Mm-hmm.
groceries out the refrigerator, he can't take the refrigerator, stove, washer, or dryer. Now, when you
Mm-hmm.
married, there's a difference because it's yours. It belongs to you both. But when you're not married and just dating, make sure you hold yours down, ladies. And I'm not hating on no men. By all means, I
Oh
have
no.
I have a son, and I love him with all my heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man. I love my son. I love him. So I'm not hating on no man. I have a husband, and I ain't hating on no man.
Mm-mm.
I have a father. I ain't hating on no man. I just said take care of you and know your worth. Don't let no man belittle you, put you down, mistreat you. You keep crying, baby. I've been there. I've been there,
Mm-hmm.
sis. I am 45 years old. 45. I was told I was 45. I am 45. And so I've been dating. I know how it is dating.
Mm-hmm.
And chasing men that wasn't meant for me. Your favor ain't for every man.
Listen.
Your heart is not for every man.
Mm-mm.
What's in between your legs? It's not for every man, sis.
No, it's not.
And it ain't
Ooh.
gonna keep him either.
No. And ladies, let me tell you something.
We
I
talking
don't
to you
care
like your mama now. Go ahead.
how good you think that is. Between there, it ain't gonna keep him. You know, you can say, girl, I snatched that soul. That's what they be up there talking about. They snatching souls and they call themselves soul snatchers and all that kind of stuff. Honey,
Soul ties is the worst thing.
that no, baby, it's that's not it. Honey, can you cook a pot of grits? Can
Instant.
you cook something other than oodles or noodles?
I can put instant oatmeal in the microwave.
Oh, blessed assurance.
My husband say y'all are instant women.
Listen, ladies, don't rely on that. That's basically what I'm saying. And you know, we're not discriminating because there are some good men out there.
Some good.
And I'm going to say no matter what your gender is, don't settle. What Tangi found herself doing, and I had to evaluate myself. You know, I was having all these relationships, situationships that I was actually in, and I wasn't understanding, you know, like, why am I always disappointed? What's going on? So Tangi took her little notepad and she wrote down some things.
So you
And
start
you have to,
journaling.
yes,
Start
fix your
journaling.
crown. There it goes.
This a journal, guys. A journal.
Fix your crown. And listen, I began to evaluate myself and see things within me. And these particular characteristics that I actually had, these men recognized that.
Mm.
And they used that for their benefit.
Mm.
You know, people know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. You know, the enemy is the prince of the air.
Mm.
So everything that comes out of this mouthpiece, he hears. You know, he knows what we want. He knows what we desire. You know, Tangi has this thing. You know, if you're not light skinned, if you're not tall, slim, and if you don't carry yourself in a certain kind of manner, I like city guys. That's what Tangi liked.
Mm.
And if you didn't, then Tangi, she'll be friendly to you, but she really didn't, you know, have any interest in you or what have you.
Well, you turned
But
down a
then I
couple
realized
of
everything that looks good
Grandma
is
told me,
not good.
Grandma said this to me. She said, baby, everything glittering gold. What he got between his legs, is it gold? Is it glittering?
No, girl.
And Grandma said that to me. And I never understood. She said, all right now, Wanda, everything glittering gold.
No, girl. No, girl.
And
And you,
so,
girl, no. You get in and you get involved with it 6 months later. You're being knocked down this wall. You're being pushed down the stairs. You're being tripped. And then you're crying out for help. But then people are saying, he's not doing that to her. She's doing all this. He's not even that type of person. You know, they'll do all that kind of stuff. But they little do they know, if those walls could talk, if those walls can talk, you know. So I'm just saying, don't just settle. You know, it's not, what I've learned is not about the outer. It's not about the outer. It's about the inner. And you don't recognize that at first when you meet someone. You don't recognize that at first. Take your time. Um, I read Don't Settle, and it was actually by Sarah Jakes Roberts. And that's my to go to book. Like whenever I'm feeling discouraged about relationships and whatnot, because I have to keep reminding myself, don't settle. I'll say a piece of man is better than nothing at all, you know.
that's what that song says. But back then, a piece of man was better than no man at all. But
But at what
today,
cost? But what cost? At what cost? You know, it's not worth it. And while you're entangled in that particular situation,
mhm,
you're pushing yourself back for that right person to come in.
mhm.
You're entertaining something that has no purpose.
It was a guy I was dating one time, Tangi, and he told me, I'm not your husband. And I just want you to know I am preparing you for your husband. So I'm like, preparing me for what? This is what the guy told me. This is the guy told me. And so we put ourselves in so many situations and let these men. One thing I didn't do was give my kids a lot of uncles. If you know what I mean.
No, yes, I know.
I did not allow men to, they couldn't meet my children. Um, I did not parade men. What I did was did my dirt when my children was in school. And when I got home, it's like, you know how we clean up the house before mom and daddy get off work? You know, they
Mm-hmm.
on their way. I get home, make sure dinner is cooked. I make sure the house is clean. And I'm at the school picking up my children, get my children. We come home. And guess what? When we laid our head down in that bed at night, we was fine. This older lady across the street from my home told me this. She said, she told me, she says, she said, if a man try to take you to a motel and not a hotel, she said, don't go. I said, why not? She said, a hotel is for the cheap ones. No, a motel is for the cheap ones, and a hotel is for the high priced ones. Baby, you be a high priced one. Whatever you doing, be high priced about it. She said, don't let no settle for less a man take you in the backseat of no car or no motel. It's like, you better let him take you to the hotel. But my thing is that uh, you just got to really love yourself and treat yourself in a certain way and know your worth. Know your worth, because there's so many people out here these women jumping in these relationships want these men to be their men because he gave you something. There's a lot of men out there probably with some good sex.
Okay.
But all good sex ain't everything ain't good, ain't gold. All good sex ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Because
I'm thinking about my past,
mm,
and I'm like, was it really good? No,
no. And,
no.
and the thing about it, we just like the guys because they knew what to say. They know how to do like this. It's awesome. You this and you that, and it
Mm-hmm.
ain't all worth it. But it's so many. It is so many women out here that's damaged, broken, and hurt, and they
Mm-hmm.
jump into relationship pillar to post. They jump into relationship after relationship after relationship because they're trying to find that love of a father. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my father first passed away, and I was looking for men for that father, that daddy love, baby. I mean, chosen. My husband, he will love me like as though, he'll give me that hug and say certain things to make me feel better, like how my dad would make me feel better. And
Mm-hmm.
see the thing about it, I was a daddy's girl,
Mm-hmm.
and so my husband and son know how to treat me because that's all I know from my dad,
Mm-hmm.
with love and respect. And when I was dealing with all those other failed relationships, it wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to know our worth. We got to self-care and love us. If you don't love yourself, there's no way that you can love a man, anybody else, period, even your children. Love you first. Get to know who you are. Take care of yourself
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you taking care of your body, your mental, your physical, your emotion, and your spiritually. Because guess what? Men gonna come jacked up, baby, and you can't be jacked up either. Some
Mm-mm.
women come unhealed trauma, and unhealed trauma is toxic relationship.
Yes.
You gotta become healed. One thing I say about being chosen, Tangie, and I'm being honest with you, is that iron sharpens iron. He knew areas I need to be healed in. I knew areas he needed to be healed. So
Mm-hmm.
what we did, he got the needle and thread, I got the tape and glue, and we started working on each other.
Okay. Yes.
But that's in prayer. In prayer,
Mm-hmm.
because without God in any relationships is without God, there's nothing. God is first in our marriage. Then my husband is the head of the house, and I'm the neck.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell the head which way to turn. But
Mm-hmm.
my husband is first, he the head. A lot of us women, we want to be the boss, okay? Because we used to running everything, being single. But when you get in a relationship, it don't work that way. My
Mm-mm.
husband, I used to tell my husband, I'm my kid's daddy. He said, you ain't you ain't no man, you ain't got no TV, you ain't your kid's daddy. But the thing about it, now he's their father. And
Mm-hmm.
I stepped down. I took off the boxing gloves. I took off trying to be the boss and gave my husband all the sauce and let him be the man, let him be the husband, let him be the dad, let him be the, because it's no other way.
Yes.
There's
And
no
it
other.
was a process, right? It was a process.
It took time. It took time. It takes time when you're dealing with a man. A
Mm-hmm.
man, not a boy. I said a man. AMAN. I can honestly say all the guys I ever dealt with, my husband was is the best man and the real man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a man. All right. Now we deal with these wannabe men. I'm gonna say wannabe men because some men don't take their rightful place.
Yeah, we'll call them them.
Our kings. I'm gonna speak life into them. Our kings. Our men. I'm gonna speak life in them. Lord, thank you for that. I'm gonna speak life. These men need to become better men. How about that? Yes, they are men. I apologize, fellas. Men. I'm speaking life in these men, these
Mm-hmm.
kings. And they gotta just take their rightful place. They gotta know. See, my thing is with chosen, Tangie, I want it to be handled. Okay. Now with these other guys, I used to put on my boxing gloves. Oh, you can't, because I was Miss Independent. I mean, I had my own house. I had a job, and I had my own business. I was a bad broad. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is back then. This is my 20s, y'all. I know I'm 45. And I'm saying back then. So a man couldn't do nothing for me because I had it all. Well, wait. One thing. I said one thing. And that's the bedroom, and that's it. That was one thing, and that's when I wanted it, when if I felt like. So, and I used to say that. I used to tell you, I used to say, Lord, please send me a husband. The next minute, I don't need a man, but just for one thing, but sex. Da 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 da. I don't need a man for nothing. And a lot of us women out here like that, because we
That's
big
true.
headed, we independent, and we done held it down for this long by ourselves, and we think we could keep holding it down. No, because see, the thing about it, this guy had to strip me from my ego.
Yes.
My ego had to be my ego was big. It was horrible, even though I was going through something, dealing with trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we just got to learn our place as women, as queens, as who we are as mothers, raise our children to love us, to respect us. Because let me tell you, if I had to have children all over again, I would want my children again. If I had to have children again, I would want them. I want to have the same ones again. Because my thing is that they don't cost me no heartache. They don't cost me no pain. They don't stress me out. They don't have me boo-hooing and crying. The only time I cry, Tangy, I'm being honest, is because, Mom, I ordered you a box of books. Mom, I ordered you some pens. Mom, I ordered you some more boxes. That's when I cry. My husband, baby, come on, go get your hair done. Baby, come on, get your nails done. Baby, come on, let me feed you. I know you hungry. I ain't took you out in a minute. That's when they make me cry. Okay?
Yes.
That's when I cry. But they not causing me no heartache, no pain, purity, love. But they give me what I give. I give love. I don't give a
Yes.
blunt. I don't give no liquor. I give love. And that's me all the way around the board. I give love. Jesus is love. I give love.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, since
Yes.
we've been on here an hour, girl.
Yes. And I love my daughter to the moon and back. I promise you that girl, she doing her thing out there, and she's making sure that she's taking care of me. She was like, well, you did it for me. And I appreciate her, for that. And there's some things our kids engage in. We'd be like, now really, why? you know and I've had those moments with her and whatnot. But you know I can say that I've never been to the club with my daughter.
Amen.
I've never done that. Never, ever, ever, ever. You know, and I'm not judging those that do. To each their own.
See,
That's your
sometimes
business.
parents need to go to club with their kids because they protect their children.
Hmm.
So
So
kudos to the parents that do go out with their
yes, if you can do it, go ahead and go for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for that scene. Isn't for Tangy anymore. It just
kids.
for Tangy anymore. Tangy can't be running when it's time to run. She can't do that. She can't do that type of stuff. And I know you had spoke a little bit about women. Be careful who you bring around your children. Definitely be careful who you bring around your children. Be careful who you allow to pick up your children, who you allow to watch your children.
That's it.
Just be careful. you
Ice
know
cream, candy, grooming your kids, hugging one more than they hug the other. Keep a
yes.
watchful eye. One thing about a Tangy, when my children was younger, we sat at the table and had family discussions every month. I didn't care because they all I had. So
Hmm.
even though my son wasn't even know nothing but speaking gibberish because he couldn't talk, but he sat at the table. My daughter was 3 years older than him, so she was able to articulate and use words very well. Mommy, this happened. Mommy, this, I don't like that. This person said that. That person said this, and and things like that. And it blew me away. And I said, have mommy done something that you don't like? Yes, you didn't buy me McDonald's, and you didn't buy me no candy. And I said, well, how could I make it up to you? And this is because at the time I probably didn't have no money, or it was too late to go get it, or no, because I already cooked. So
Mhm.
I said, well, because I wanted them to be able to communicate with me, right?
Yes, yes.
A lot of parents don't give their children voice. I didn't have a voice, Tangie. I didn't have a voice. And one thing I tell parents and anybody that's listening right now, stop telling kids what goes on in this house stays in this house without saying, unless someone's hurting you or doing something that need to be brought to my attention. Now,
Hmm.
if mommy hurting you, then I don't know. Go tell the teacher or somebody.
Yes, definitely.
But
There's somebody that you can actually reach out to and you can actually tell to get results. With my daughter, I raised her up at a very young age. It was just me and her. And I told her, you know, I kept things real with her. I taught her about her body and her parts and this, that, and the other. And what is not supposed to happen. And and I thank God that I did.
mm-hmm,
I thank God that I did. And I thank God I raised a young lady that has a voice and
mm-hmm.
she was not afraid to actually speak on it.
Speak up.
Um, yes, and she was not afraid to speak on it. And what I've noticed a lot, and I actually seen that in your book too, people sweep things under the rug. They sweep things under the rug and they
Mm-hmm,
don't address it because of shame, and they don't address it because they carry this particular title, or they're this, they're that, or what have you. But
mm-hmm.
I want you to know today that God sits high and he looks low.
Sits high and look low. Say it again.
God sits high and he
He
looks
looks
low.
low.
Okay.
He looks
And
low.
let me tell you, you can sweep that thing up under the rug all you want to, but see, that spirit is dwelling in that person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to come out again and again and again until you get some help for
Mm.
that person. You're holding them back from getting their deliverance by sweeping it under the rug. You
The
know?
healing has to go forth.
Yes.
If you know a child or a friend or someone that been hurt, please get
Reach
them
out.
some help. Speak up, speak out. Um, our disclaimer is that we're not professionals,
No, we're not.
and we're just sharing our testimonies on to how to help others, because you can't tell somebody how to get through something if you've never been through it.
Amen.
I'm a living witness on a lot of situations. This book right here talk about abandonment. It talks about being abused. It
Mm-hmm.
talks about sexual assault, being sexual abuse. It talks about my healing process. It talks about being a young mother. It talks about it talks about uh, you know losing a house, a car, loss, and how I persevered through life. It talks about marriage. It talks about depression. Because what I'm sharing in my story is how to persevere. It's not meant for you to stay stuck in the wilderness, stay stuck
No.
in your trauma, stay stuck in what you're going through. It's about healing, moving past your trauma, and moving forward. And this is
Yes.
what I want a lot of people to do, is to really get your healing, and just persevere through life. Don't let people stopping you. If I would have told anybody that I was writing this book and my family, they would have told this y'all lovely author. Y'all see she's so pretty. Look at she's so cute.
Hey, she cute, girl. Look at her.
And so
Just look at her.
I had to tell my story, write my story, and couldn't nobody stop me. It says that when God tell you to do something, Move in silence. Shut your mouth. Move
Mm-hmm.
in silence, whether it's a business, whether it's what moves you making. Don't tell nobody. Make those moves and that's when he said he prepare your table before your enemies. So
Mm-hmm.
you go ahead and do what you got to do for God can have your enemies watch you eat.
Yes.
Watch you buy that house. Watch you buy that car. Watch you get that job. Watch you get that promotion. Watch you
Mm-hmm.
get what God has for you. Go out there and get it. I don't care what it is, people. Go out there and start that business. Whatever God told you to do, just be like Nike and just
And just
do
do
it.
it. Just do it.
Just do it. And that's
Do
what you guys got to learn to do. This book is found on my website, www.damagedcrownstillshine.
it. Mm-hmm.
This book is found on the same website. This is a journal. This is where you can journal in it. You can talk about me in it, or you can just talk about your life and then go back and look at it and watch how you heal. Tangia, we're going to work on vision board, vision board workshop. And me and you going to do it and have women come in, and we're going to, if they want to bring wine, if they want to bring, they got to get magazines, they got to get scissors, they got to get glue. And what we're going to do is do vision boards. I
Mm-hmm.
have, where's my vision board? I have my vision book right here. I have a vision book.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
And then look at this. See, each page, my vision. And let me tell you, some of my vision came to pass. My book is published. I have a book. I just got to get with this guy right here with my book and make
Yeah.
a movie. But we could do a vision board, you know, and because see, Habakkuk 2:2 says in the Bible to write your vision and make it plain.
That's right.
And a lot of us we want stuff and we ain't even did our vision.
Mm-mm.
He says write it and make it plain. I want to overflow. Look, this was even in my vision board, guys.
New York Times best-selling author.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it there. Look at this. I got that in my vision board, and then that's the house. See,
Mm-hmm.
and there go the money.
Yes. Yes.
God is gonna make a way. But Tangy,
He
that's
is.
what we're gonna do. And it says, write your vision and make it plain.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
we're gonna talk off camera about that, but we're gonna put that together, and we're gonna get
Yes.
and we're gonna go live and be have it. We can do it via Zoom or something, or just some type of way. I'm gonna find out the best way to do it, and we're gonna go
Mm-hmm.
live and be doing our vision. They could see. I don't drink wine. I have a wine glass full of juice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink at all. So
Yes, the other night they were on the live and they were listening to the music, right? And they had their drinks and it was like, all right, Tangy, where's your glass? Girl, I went in that kitchen so fast and put some cran grape juice. I was like, cheers.
yeah, yeah. So we're gonna be doing some fun stuff like that. I know you said you wanted to start a book club on TikTok, and
Yes.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But what we're gonna do is end this show because I know we can keep going. And then if you want to go over to TikTok, we can do that.
Yes,
That
guys. And if you don't know, I am on TikTok. Lawana is also. We have various platforms. We're on YouTube. You can find Lawana at Lawana Kelly on all platforms. Just search your name and she'll show up. A lot of you here on Facebook know me, Latanya Ogui, but I'm actually Tangi Yvette on TikTok and my other platforms. So definitely you guys can reach out to us. You can actually come in, follow us. And we'll follow back and just engage with us. I don't have any set times that I go live. I just go randomly, because if I'm not feeling good, I don't want to say that I'll be there and then I don't be there, type of thing. But definitely, if one of us we're not on live, we can connect you to someone that we know that is, and you'll be in good hands. You will be safe. That's the thing, because we have a village over there on TikTok.
Right.
We definitely have a
We
village,
love
and
you
we'll
too,
make
Miss
sure.
Penny. Hold on, Miss Penny said, look at this. She said, Miss Penny said, hello, sisters. And she just
Yes,
love you. Let,
yes.
let's run through this real quick. Chosen, he engaged with us. He said, hey, that's right. Miss Penny said, hello, sisters. Miss Penny said, yes. Chosen said, let's go. I don't know what he's talking about, but I don't know if it's football. And then thank you both for the information.
Yeah.
Uh, yes. You see him on the, you see the comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, Ina, one of my sisters on here, she said, amen. Miss Penny said, amen again. Let's see. Okay. You gave hearts. um, Ina said, yes. And then
Miss
Miss
Penny
Penny
said
said,
hello.
hello. I'm sorry. I had the screen blew up big. Miss Penny gave a smiley face. Amen. Me too. Ina said, me too. Oh my goodness. She just gave the laughing emojis.
We
Amen.
were so deep in conversation, we didn't even
Yes.
see that.
You would think me, it was just me and you. I gave my website, www.damagedcrownstillshine. Guys, go to my
Yes.
website and check it out. Um, she said, thank you. Carmen gave hearts. Thank you, Carmen, for showing coming in. And I love it, ladies. That's what Miss Penny
Oh,
said. Now look, you know that my book anniversary is coming up, 1 year anniversary.
woohoo!
So on TikTok and Facebook, we're going to do some raffles on December.
Yes. We
So
love raffles.
we are going to do that. We probably, how many think we should do on Facebook? How many raffles?
I don't know.
Probably
We'll talk
three.
about it after.
Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute.
We'll
Okay,
talk about it.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then so let me see what else I wanted to say. Okay, I guess that's it on air. But we love y'all. Stay tuned because me and Tangy
Yes.
gonna have some stuff going
Mm-hmm.
on. We have the women Damage Crown Still Shine Women's Empowerment event. Tickets are on Eventbrite right now. Go on
Event
Eventbrite
Friday.
and get your tickets. And
Yes.
so we're gonna have some phenomenal singers, a concert, poets, speakers. We're gonna have a
A
time.
wonderful time.
Yeah, it's gonna be red carpet event.
Yes. Red carpet.
And honey, let me tell y'all,
Woo!
my
That
lady,
means you can get your gown, ladies.
when ladies walk in, they will be crowned.
Yes, guys,
I
you'll
am
be
fixing
crowned.
women. I am fixing women crowns. We are fixing women. We want to see us fixed and healed. I'm tired
Mm-hmm.
of us being bitter. We about to become better. We are gonna be some loving people. But however, Eventbrite is with the tickets, April 13th next year. I'm gonna do some raffles December the 6th, and maybe can't post comments, same destination. Oh, okay. I don't know what they're talking about. So, however, we got a lot going on. You guys stay tuned. I am posting flyers. I am posting. All you got to do is go to my profile, the event, right? Post is right there. Click on it and buy y'all tickets. Y'all want to be in Detroit, Michigan, and y'all want to be in the house. It is going down, okay? So I love y'all.
Yes.
We love y'all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. You want to say something, Tangie?
Oh, I was just gonna say, guys, you can like start saving up now so you can be there in the
Yeah.
place. You're gonna meet some amazing, amazing people that's there, and it's not just a normal convention, you know. Guys, she has musicians that's gonna be there. Like we're gonna have a good time.
Yes,
We're
we.
gonna have a good time, and like I said, you can come in your gowns. I
Mhm.
suggest you wear some flats or have some
We're gonna be
stowed away
dancing.
somewhere
We're
because
gonna
you're gonna
dance.
dance. You're gonna dance, and she's gonna feed you. You're going to
Yes,
eat well.
collard greens, some macaroni and cheese, some cornbread, some baked chicken, some meatballs. I'm gonna have a big fruit decoration and crackers. We're gonna even have coffee. We're gonna even have tea, coffee, and donuts for brunch because we're gonna be there at 1 o'clock. Dinner will be served at 5. The concert gonna be going on at 8 o'clock, I believe. And we're gonna have some speakers, and y'all very own girl right here gonna be speaking. This is my
I'm
first time.
excited about that. Yeah,
I
I'm
am
so
so
excited.
happy. Yes. So please tune in, show up, and let's show out Detroit. And then
Yeah.
wherever you're from, wherever you're coming from, come on in. Everybody is welcome. Even men are welcome. Where you're
Mm-hmm.
all black and red. And y'all girl right here gonna have on all red. She gonna put on her red dress and her high heels, and she gonna have her hair low. Oh, honey, and she gonna have her crown on. We gonna do this big. It's going down
Yeah.
at the
Yeah. So,
Rosedale.
guys, get
Yeah,
in touch with your women ministries. Get in touch with them because, like, a group of you guys can go together, and you know what? You can split the hotels together or whatever, like 4 of you in a room or something like that, and make this actually happen. Again, it's all about support. It's all about support, and we're looking for sponsors, guys. We are looking for sponsors. So definitely go to her profile. You can actually click on there and it'll provide you the information needed if you do want to sponsor. If you're not going to be able to show up, you can still contribute. You can actually contribute. You can send a gift to her and she would actually use those proceeds to actually help us, be great and do what we need to do out there, giving awareness and speaking to others, because that's what it's really, really all about. Is That's what it's all about.
we are gonna do raffles. We are going to do giveaways, and I'm praying and asking my husband. I haven't brought this to his attention yet, but I'm afraid and ask my husband about raffling off a TV.
Blessed assurance.
Well, I want to raffle off a TV because you know what? Let me tell you something. I want this to be an annual event, and we do this every year. I want people to leave with gifts. We're gonna make up some gift bags too, Tangi.
Yes, we're
We're
going to
gonna
do that.
hand gift bags for when people leave. We don't give all the sauce away, but please
Yeah,
show up, get your tickets today, buy your books, and I will be selling my books there too. I will have them there. So if you don't have them,
a book signing.
we're gonna have a book
Yes.
signing. It's gonna be big, but we love you all, and there's nothing you all can do about it. So stay tuned. If you want to still hear some more, come on over to TikTok, Lawana Kelly or Tangi Yvette. That's you on TikTok.
Yes, Tangi Yvette on TikTok.
Mhm.
You can actually go to my profile here on Facebook and you can see some of my videos or whatever, and it'll tell you
And
the
yes,
link to find me
and
on TikTok.
please like and share this live because I think we're coming back on Friday. Y'all gonna see a lot more to me, a lot more of me because
Yes, you are.
I got Tangi pushing me to my
Yes,
greatness. Okay, so we love you all.
we
Good night
do.
and have a blessed night.